What's up, fam? How is everybody doing? Oh my goodness. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Oh, wow. Man, oh man, we got a busy week. A busy week. We had a busy weekend. We've got lots and lots of exciting things to go over. How is everybody? Chat, where are you at? How are you guys doing? How is everybody doing tonight? How is everyone's weekend? What's up, Milk? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Did you guys have a good Father's Day? For those of you who are daddies out there, hope everyone's having a good weekend. Nice and relaxing. I know I did. I got to sleep in a little bit on Saturday. Oh, I hear that, Bree. I'm ready for Friday as well. Ooh. It is going to be one of those weeks, I can tell. Did some boat shit. Okay. That's a funny way of phrasing that. What do you mean? What kind of boat shit? You went like sailing, or you own a boat now, or I need more details on that. All right. Man, I've got went out on a boat with my girlfriend's family. Nice. There we go. What's up, Ridwan Kenobi? I see you in chat. Yeah, that sounds like a good way to spend the weekend there, Milk. A nice proper way of social distancing and all. Perkins, what's going on? It's good to see you. I see you. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, yeah. Is everyone doing good though? You guys might remember what we're working on here tonight. We've had it on stream once before already. It is time for us to rebuild it. It is time to be rebuilt. We're doing a 6.25 stabilizer installation on this. If I can find the stabilizer for it, that is. I know I had it somewhere around here too. Hey, it's Yeffy. What's up? Is Jane my favorite TKL? Is Jane my favorite TKL? If you'd, I think so. I mean, I think so. It's pretty good. The V2 I'm talking about. I don't know. That's like, most people can't relate to that. That's like an unobtainable Ridwan in this market, I guess, right? Not completely unobtainable, but man, it's pretty close, I'd say. Oh, the stabilizer's in here. Beautiful, we got it right there. Is it going for 4K these days? Oh my God. I don't even, is that confirmed? We had like a confirmed sell for 4K? That's nuts. Oh, whose was it? Who sold for 4K? And yikes. So Milk, how was the boating trip? I assume they didn't throw you overboard. Yeah, so I've been seeing 3.5, but 3.5 and 4K is even a little bit of a difference. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean they're crazy. It's a crazy market right now. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Coronavirus markup. It's a very real thing. It's hard to know, right? Exactly where the market stands right now. I think things will stabilize a little bit here in the next couple of months as coronavirus starts to die down a little bit. I do think that has accelerated prices for the last 3 months or so. So I don't know if this will maintain. But if you see like a trend, like if the chart is like this right now, where it's, well, mirror effect. So if the chart is like this right now, where it's like that, if the chart is like that right now, you might see like that for a second and then, right back up on the trajectory again at a more maintainable trajectory. It might correct a little bit. Yeah, I would think 4K or 3K is a good spot for it to stabilize. I don't know, mine, I don't even want to think what mine would sell for. Mine is a, I've actually got mine right to the right of me. Here. Mine is like a 1 of 4 or 5 because there's silver. This silver was not a color that was offered in the group buy. And so, yeah, so mine would probably sell for a little bit more than what market is. This is also built with date code A vintage blacks. And not only that, but I've got so date code blacks on a brass plate, and then I've got a polycarbonate half plate with vintage browns. So mine would probably sell for a lot. I don't know though. I don't sell any of my TGR stuff. I like Sam too much. He's too much of a good friend of mine, so mine probably won't ever go for sale. But yeah, it is. It's super nice. I'm very lucky. To call Sam a friend. So I'm very privileged on that front. But yeah, I mean, the only thing I can say is, if you've got the option to ever get one, go for it. We've actually got the. You know what? Let's do a little bit of an unboxing here, guys. Yeah, I mean, I like the 910 a whole hell of a lot. I'll show you guys my 910. Hold on one second. I'm actually on a TGR Singa board right now. This is my unicorn. And then my 910 might actually sell for more than my Jane. There's my 910, which looks pretty pedestrian from the top. That pink is pretty rare though. There weren't too many pinks, but that was available to everybody. The rare part about my 910 is the weight. It's a 910 SE, which the SEs, there were only a total of 17, and I believe there were only 2 or 3 with that engrave on it. So the 910 SE Doge edition. So yeah, there's not many of these out there. Yeah, that one's fun. Actually, you know what? We've got a couple of unboxings we can do here. One that specifically pertains. So we do have a couple of builds coming up here. What do we have in the case? I got my Bizarami swag on the desk here tonight as well. What have we got in the box? What's in the box? Let me see I don't even know what's in this one. I have a couple of TX cases here behind me. Let's see, which one is this? I would assume it is a board. I know which one this one is. Who wants to take a guess? Oh, hold on, let me close my door, hold on. Oh, hold on, I need to get my drink too. Yeah, I will get season 7, episode 1 right now, and start the next one. You guys right after that one. So, go to class, and then go to E, you can see it right there. Nah, give me 5 minutes. Let me actually get that rolling, and then it'll be up there. I'll call you. Yeah, I'll call you. Need to get a TV show for my wife too. All right, hold on. You guys are gonna have to bear with me here for 2 seconds. I need to turn on my media server so that my wife can watch something here tonight. Give me just a quick second here, my friends. Turn you over to that. You can see my beautiful face here for just a moment. So how was everyone's weekend? I had, I'll tell you guys about mine. We actually went up to Pennsylvania, traveled just a little bit. it wasn't too bad. You know, traffic was of course really light, and so I didn't have to worry about that. The amount of people on the roads, though, still, there were a lot of people out there. Kind of made me nervous. I don't know. There's just so much uncertainty in the world right now with coronavirus. I don't want to go up on my pedestal here too much. It's too early in the stream to do that. But I just feel like it's too early. I feel like public health experts have given up a little bit. They're not really fighting the fight so much these days. I feel like they're just like, whatever, you guys want to do whatever you want to do. So, Rope, what's going on? I see you in chat. How you doing, buddy? Yellow PCB gives it away. What? It could be a TX. Yeah, it could be a TX PCB mineral. You don't know. Hold on. Don't give up. Don't give up hope yet. There's still lots to figure out about the unboxing. There's another one too. We've got two that we need to take a look at here real quick, and then we're going to get into the TMO50 build. I also need to double check and see if we missed anything over the weekend. I know we need to talk about one thing. Who got into the Heine 1 TKL buy? Speaking of TKLs, like the Jane, I mean, the rectangle market is the hottest thing anywhere right now in the world. Everyone's going for that TKL form factor. Who picked up a Heine Bush TKL? The 1. I think he's calling it the 1. And did this work? Is this going? It is going. But where? Hold on. Stop. Remove and delete that. Yes, and go here. And this would have been a lot faster if I'd paid attention and actually put this where it needed to go to begin with. Right here. Right there, and that. Sorry guys, just a little bit distracted. And the girls, here we go, select none, boom. Save that there. Alright. And that should be cooking now. Let's go here, up to that. See if that's doing its thing. Alright, let me catch up on that here. Yeah, the gold one, absolutely. Got an L for that. Oh, Ridwan Kenobi. I'm sorry to hear that. I see mounting holes in the plate. Lots and lots of stupidity there. What on the Heine group buy? I missed out on that. There was some drama there with the buy. Yeah, so part of the buy occurred. So he did 2 windows, one in the morning, one in the evening on Sunday, and yeah, the gold one and the black one were available right now. I am personally holding off for the purple. I think that purple is absolutely incredible looking. After the key call, oh yeah, I didn't really like any other colors. He said he would do more runs of different colors. Yep, exactly. That's what's up. Yo, what's up, Golf Boy? Good to see you. Everyone's name in chat is green right now. What's up with that? Why are you guys all green? It's showing up differently. It always shows up differently in Twitch chat. Like the Twitch chat on Streamlabs shows it differently, but on my like Streamlabs window, you guys are all green except for Rope. Rope is like a light purple. Let's see here. All right, that's working there. All right, we'll need to check back in on that media server here in 2 seconds. We should be good there though. All right. So let's go over here. Back again. Take a look at what we got here. Yeah, the yellow PCB does kind of give it away. All right, so we got some extra hardware, some bump-ons. This is gonna give it away too. I can't show you that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oof. Speaking of TGR. No, you were talking about being out over the weekend and all. Oh yeah. I got you, Ravoda, man. Yeah, lots and lots of stupidity there. Yeah, absolutely. I have to, yep, exactly. I am with you there. Oh my goodness gracious. It's another work of art from Sam. Yuxi. Looking absolutely beautiful here. Let's show this guy off to the world. Look at that. So there it is. There's the 910 V2 CE. And I am going to inspect this guy just to make sure we are looking at perfection here. With a black case, it's always so hard too. Like every dust particle always shows up perfectly. I think we're looking okay. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, it looks really nice. The anodization is just about perfect. Kind of what you've come to expect from TGR. Very, very smooth anodization. There's a little bit, I don't know if this is fingerprints. Let's see here. Is there a little bit of streaking in the front? No, that's pretty close to perfect. Pretty darn close to perfect. You got that carbon fiber plate, the yellow PCB, and then here is the carbon fiber back plate. With this one has got the black weight on it. So this is definitely a little bit of a different weight. The original V2 definitely weighed more. A little bit of a mark right there. I don't know if you guys can see that on stream. We're talking like a pencil dot on that. But yeah, really, really nice quality. Really good quality control. Sam has kind of just got this thing, you know, he's got this game ironed out now at this point. Really, really a good look. My camera, I'm sorry, the camera light is a little bit harsh for getting angles on this thing, but yeah, it does. It's a solid looking board here for sure. We're going to be building this guy up here within the next couple of nights. I think this build is actually going to be going live here on Tuesday of next week, so mark your calendars. That'll be a fun build for sure. We got the black, the matte black weight on there. Definitely a good looking board for sure. For sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this guy back. We got it outside the bag. I'm just gonna put it right back in the bag too. You guys get a little bag ASMR here for a second. Keep it even more protected. Because this one is not mine. I've actually got one of these on the way myself, but this one's not for me. This will be a client build. I actually was talking to Sam the other night. Yuxi is alive. We should start seeing more shipping notifications from him here in the coming days. So keep your eyes peeled if you guys are looking for one of these CEs as well. They are still being shipped. So yeah, epic, absolutely epic. This one will be nice. Right now I'm eating the leftover food from Father's Day. That's what's up, man. There's nothing wrong with that, golf boy. We had some steak and some Brussels sprouts and some mac and cheese. I don't know if this one's medium or if it's one of the larger ones. It's the size that fits the TKL. And so I'm not sure if that's medium or large. All right, another quick unboxing here to do. This is another build we have coming up later on this week. Who can guess what's in this box? What do you guys think? Oh, that'll give it away instantly. If I open this, it gives it away instantly. Nope, it's a 75%. 75. Who can guess? It's got a 75% and the typing angle is pretty steep. Steeper than I go these days. I can't do the typing angle on these boards anymore. That's personal preference. Hey, there we go. Ridwan Kenobi's got it. So, in my opinion, some of the best diffusion in the game. So yeah, you've got, it's actually the PCB is still version 2. Oh, this is an interesting PCB too. Look at that Craftsman logo there, or not logo, but font there. I don't get it. Craftsman has nothing to do with this. So kvdlab.co.kr, designed by Budak Hwang Ho Kim, made in Korea. The Octagon version 2.0, yep, an 11.5 degree case. Crazy. You've got here the pinouts for the layers, as well as your caps, control, and numlock. Although I don't know why they have caps, control, and or caps lock, scroll lock, and numlock, because there is no scroll lock and numlock on this guy. There's no reason to have those. So I don't get why they have all 3 indicators there. Kind of crazy. But hey, it gives you those extra little LED lights you can play around with, right? You gotta just turn on scroll lock and numlock for no reason on this board, right? Use it or not. So the PCB is still USB mini. We're not rocking USB-C or anything with this guy. Here is the first plate. It looks like this is, yeah, this is like a steel plate. I want to say steel plate there. The crazy little diffusers that love to fall out and are impossible to install. We'll put those off to the side. We've got another PCB and another plate. This one looks like an aluminum plate here. And more bubble wrap. More bubble wrap, more bubble wrap. Oh man, it's not put together. It's gonna be difficult to show off. All right, well, you guys know what this looks like generally, the standard layout of this 75% here. Here it is for your viewing pleasure. Did I have that PCB mixed around? It looks like the LEDs are on the right side if I'm holding this right now. Yeah, because there's the port cut out, and so here's the LEDs up here. And yeah, we're looking pretty good on the anodization here of this. It's a little bit rougher of an anodization than the TX, or not the TX, but then the a little bit more rougher of an anodization than the TGR boards. But that's a conscientious design choice, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this anodization here. If you can see the texture of it. You can see how it's a little more noticeably beaded. It's not as smooth as what you'd see in, like, you know, your iPhone or your MacBook Pro or whatever. So there's the top of this guy. I think it's a coin toss between Duck, RGB diffusion, and Rama, because Rama does a really good job as well. I don't know whose I'd like more and whose I would choose, but both of them have got some of the best, if not the best, RGB diffusion in the marketplace, if you ask me. And so Here is the bottom case, this behemoth. So yeah, so the we're not looking at too much here. This is the spot for the insert for the internal weight. Then we have a spot for, we do not have a spot for an external weight. There's no way an external weight can go on this thing. So that's what the bottom looks like. You got your feet. And the hardware is somewhere because I don't see it in here. Maybe I already moved it aside. But yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Other than my fingerprints, I don't see any blemishes on this guy. Look at that angle. Like that is a steep board. So yeah, inserts sit here, and then you have this portion right here that's like actually cut out, and so your LED actually shines through the bottom of this RGB. The RGB actually shines through with these inserts here. Layer indicators, yeah, you'd think those are nice and that more people should include those. I'd agree. I actually like the layer indicators. That's one of my favorite parts of the duck boards. Myself, I had a couple of Vipers. I was very in love with the HHKB layout as a young keyboard collector, and yeah, so I definitely rocked it with. There's our LED diffusers. Put those guys there and that guy there. That should close. Beautiful. Find the hardware somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, so the Duck Vipers that I had, I mean, I fell in love with those layer indicators. Those were really cool. Thought it was really neat as you swapped layers. You know, you could see which one you were on currently, and it's such like a nice little. It's such a nice small little touch, right? It's not overpowering. There's nothing too crazy about it. All right. So, having fun there. Talking about our weekend. That's going to bring us up to the build of the night. We are going to jump right into this here, guys. We've got a single stabilizer to tune. Count it. One. Ha, not two. I started to say two. One. Ha. One stabilizer to tune up tonight. We got a 6.25 that we are going to be rocking out with here. Move my Bizarami swag over here. And I already did test this PCB before, so I'm feeling confident with that guy at the moment. So I'm not going to worry about doing anything with that. We've got these Sakurio switches here, these silents. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into this here tonight. There we go. There's two screws. Oh, look at this. Look at this little treatment here. You've got the screws actually in a separate partitioned off portion of the back. I love that. That's nice. It's a nice little effect. Yeah. So who's got some keyboard stuff they're working on here with me? Milk, are you you tuning up any switches here tonight? What are you working on? And what about you guys? How's your week going so far? We talked about the weekend. I know Bree is ready for Friday already. I gotta say, I am as well. I go into client site for the rest of the week. I am not too stoked on that. But, you know, I'm gainfully employed. I gotta be thankful. Gotta count my blessings, right? There's that, there's that. That can go there. We're gonna get into, I'm gonna clip these right here at my desk. Normally I walk over to the trash can to do this. For two stabilizers, I don't really care. I'm gonna go with a new one here tonight. We've got these housings right here, but we're gonna get rid of the ones that have been worked on a little bit. We'll put those back right in the box for the client to work with when they receive them. Building something keyboard related, kinda. Aha, I have an idea. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of a secret, what Perkins is talking about. Because I already kind of alluded to it. So this isn't a true secret. But we are going through an entire overhaul of the logo and of my branding, if you will. I'm not going pro yet, but we'll certainly look like we are. So Perkins is working on a website for me right now. And I am very excited, very excited. I don't know how to tell my parents to buy me Switches. Tell them if they already bought you the case, then that's worthless without them. That's an easy sell. It's like buying you a car with no tires on it. No tires and no seats in it. How are you gonna drive it? It's like the easiest sell ever. It's like, hey, so you guys, agreed to the keyboard case part, but I need a little more to actually make this thing work. All right, let's see here. I need to go here and files, and I need to tell this thing. Oh no, oops. Hold on, I need to go here. I'm just doing a couple other things here. I'm multitasking tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna prioritize that at normal. All right. I'm like working my upload speed right now. At the same time, we are streaming. I'm also running my media server, which I don't know if I typically have multiple things running like that. I'm keeping an eye on the utilization. Hopefully we won't have a technical difficulty stream tonight. Yeffy is all too familiar with those. We love having technical difficulty streams, don't we, Yeffy? We're gonna try and keep it copacetic tonight. Let's see if we can keep this thing running smoothly. Speaking of tires, let's make sure those don't start falling off on us. All right. I think the lo-fi playlist, I think it updated on us too. I think we got some more jams. I'm feeling this music here tonight. All right, give me just 1 second here, guys and girls. I'll be right back. Yeah. So who saw Nathan Kim's new video? Why mechanical keyboards? Did you guys see that new YouTube content that he just came out with? Like, no lie, that's a brilliant idea for content. Like, just more of like an introductory, like, why are we even doing this? Why are we having this conversation? Yeah, I agree. Like, definitely appealing to the masses, but at the same time, I mean, that's what COVID is doing right now. There's so many people that are like looking at our subreddit for the first time and like, like they're thinking to themselves, why are people doing this? Like, it's the question, if you've been in the keyboard hobby for any period of time at all, people always ask, that's always the question. Yeah, his intro animation is on point. His graphics, they're very, very good. Yep, exactly. Well, and there's just so many. The more and more I spend time in this hobby, the more and more I find other hobbies that are insane as well. There are so many people that are just lifelong hobbyists out there. They find just that next thing to sink time and money and effort into, and you know, they're like me, you know, they love it, you know, and they want to instantly get to the deep end, you know, that instant, you know, they find that next hobby. They're like, cool, what's the cool now? Keyboards, great, or headphones, great, you know, photography, awesome. What's the craziest thing you can get within that hobby, you know? Oh, the C200 Canon cinematic camera, cool, got it. Yeah, they just, that's that hunt for gear. Like I'm a gear, I get gassed up so much, gear acquisition syndrome. Anytime I get into, you know, a new hobby or this one, you know, I see something cool and I'm like, gotta have it, you know? I'm very impulsive. And there's so many people out there like that too, that, you know, they see this hobby though, and this hobby, you know, contrary to others like photography and audiophile and videography and all that, is a little bit different. People see this hobby, mechanical keyboards that is, and they look at it and they're just like, why? I don't get it, you know? I love the question where he like answers, does this do anything different, you know? How is this different than pencils, dude? No kidding. Pencils? Wow. I've got my handy dandy trusty Bic, my Bic #2 mechanical pencil in my military green finish, my military green and gray finish. does me right anytime I need to make a mark on a wall to drill a hole or something. Yeah, no worries there. What about the Dixon Ticonderoga, Perkins? Is that not widely accepted as the best pencil that ever existed? So, yeah, like the why though of keyboards is, you know, I thought he answered that question really well. Like, you know, does this do anything differently? Like, am I gonna type better on this keyboard than I would on, you know, the $10, you know, Logitech keyboard that came with my, you know, pre-built computer? Well, no, you're not. You're not going to gain better on it. There's no advantage there either, you know, or if there is, it's minimal. Like, right? I mean, the input is the same. There's the same amount of, you know, interfacing you do with, you know, a normal nothing keyboard and one that's, you know, $1,000 or close to it. And so why? And I thought it was great, the answer that he said, when you sit down at your desk and sit at your keyboard and you start typing on something that's really, really nice, you're like, you know, you instantly sink into that. It's like sitting down in a lazy boy after a long, hard day, right? When you sit down at your workstation with your nice keyboard, you instantly feel like, oh, okay, cool, let's start typing on this thing. And what am I doing typing on it today? Oh, I'm, you know, coding something, or I'm writing something, or, you know, you just feel incentivized to, you know, do something on the keyboard. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah. The way I've always explained it is a mechanical keyboard to me is like steel toe boots to a construction worker. The mechanical keyboard, or not the mechanical keyboard, but the keyboard in general is the tool of my trade. You know, as an engineer, I sit at my keyboard and I code all day. And that is my interfacing, you know, my interfacing with my keyboard is similar to how a construction worker, you know, has got his boots. And you don't see a construction worker buying, you know, $10 pay less steel toe boots. Thanks very much for the follows, you guys. Troublemaker, Seaside Keycaps. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Enjoy your stay. And welcome. Welcome to the channel. We're just ranting right now. Kind of ranting and kind of just, you know, reminiscing on keyboards and all that. So yeah, anyways, the construction worker doesn't buy, you know, the $20 pay less boots from, you know, right? from nowhere. He gets, a decent $100, $200 pair of boots that he knows, if he drops a, steel girder on, they're not going to crush and shatter and break his feet in a million different ways. So it's a little bit different, right? Occupational hazard with construction and everything. We don't have that with a keyboard. And yes, technically your keyboard at, your job works just as well as the keyboard, your mechanical keyboard at home, but it is what you're interfacing with, As you said, Mineral, 40 hours, a week, 50 some odd weeks a year, 2,000 plus hours. And that's just at the office. I mean, you're working, at the office, you come home, you've got a keyboard at home too. I mean, I spend probably closer to 80 hours a week on a keyboard. 9 to 5, there's no such thing for me. At least not where I'm working right now. So, yeah, it's definitely, it's a no-brainer for me. That's how I first started getting into it. I got into keyboards because I wanted something that looked a bit more professional for the office environment. And thank you very much for the 5 bits, Golf Boy. Appreciate that. I love your streams a lot. Minter, love you the best. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I like that emoji. That Minterly emoji. That's very cute. So yeah, I thought Teha answered that question really well. It made sense to me and it resonated with me the way he worded that. And so yeah, definitely good content, worth a watch for sure. Whether you're in the hobby for, years, or if you're just getting into it, definitely check that video out. And send it to your friends, it's one of those things where if you have friends who are like, not in the keyboard hobby and you're like, dude, you're on a keyboard as much as I am, you should be on a nice keyboard. And they're kind of stubborn, send them that video. Maybe that'll convince them. There was a meme several years ago now that was going around the internet, and it was a lady in the office. It was an Asian lady in the office, and she had this pointer, and she's pointing like this back at like a whiteboard, like a little stand-up whiteboard. She's pointing like that, and like has this like smile on her face, like very very stereotypical, like welcome to the office, like put it over, and you could like superimpose your message on the whiteboard and like change it out for like whatever corporate needs you had. Well, they released that thing and it became a meme. Do you guys remember that? I can't remember what the original meme was, but I remember seeing it, and it had the text on it. It had the text on it like me explaining mechanical keyboards to my friends, and then underneath of it, it had like the grouping of people that are like, oh my god, what did I ask this guy? And it's like the thought bubbles on each of them, and like one of the thought bubbles was like, how quickly can I walk away from this without being rude? Yo, what's up, Corgi Buzz? Hey, better late than never, my dude. Welcome, man. Good to see you. And so yeah, that meme very much so reminded me of any time when I was first starting in mechanical keyboards, like me trying to explain to like the normal person what mechanical keyboards are. Like you can instantly, like they ask the question. I never would initiate. They'd ask the question. So Corgi Butts, right now we're talking about that video that Nathan Kim put out on YouTube, where he's explaining like why mechanical keyboards. It's a pretty good video. I'd recommend it. But I'm just recanting like stories along the early days of my, introduction into the hobby and how stoked I was. And then people would ask me after seeing like a keyboard like this on my desk at the office, they'd be like, yo, that's such a cool keyboard. Where'd you get that? Tell me about your keyboard. And you can instantly see in like the person's face that asked for this, like the life draining from them. They're like, oh God, what have I done? Asking this guy about this thing that he's clearly passionate about that I don't give a shit about. Yeah, it was definitely a top rated post on mechanical keyboards for a bit. I've lost it in the Matrix 5 times over now at this point, but it's a good one. Yeah, definitely one of the best. I think the best. Yeah, there's a oh man, I need to go back and like comb through the best of mechanical keyboards and just see what we've been working with, because there's a lot of good memes on there. Now though, whenever I see a meme on mechanical keyboards, I'm like, oh, sure. Like, it frustrates me. So I'm not a big fan of the keyboard memes anymore. I get it, like, you know, people are always going to be like continuing to come into the hobby. All right, let's see here. Is that good? Oh yeah, the cutouts are good. There's plenty of space. We are looking good there. The 6.25 is ready to rumble. All right, so that was all we were changing. So now at this point, it's recreating the wheel essentially, with putting every switch right back where it was before, which is nice because I already have the through holes marked with solder for that, since this board was pre-built. Not pre-built, it was built by somebody else and then sent to me for the rebuild. I'm just going to double check on that just to make sure. Alrighty, cool. We've got the green light. We are in the clear. Yeah, so Corky Butts, how was your weekend? You guys do anything exciting for Father's Day? Those of you who are tuning in a little bit later and missed the talk of the weekend from earlier parts of the stream. I was saying I traveled up to Pennsylvania this past weekend to spend Father's Day with my father-in-law and the family, my wife's family. And it was good. It was great. You know, that there were definitely, you know, very few people on the roads. What normally is like a 2.5 hour drive only took us 2 hours, and you know, we enjoyed it. But there's still just, I mean, even with the fewer people on the road, there was a lot of people out and about, which kind of frustrated me. That was that was me just griping earlier on in the stream. Yeah, so BWM, I'm not sure if you're in chat here, dude. I'm also making your name into an acronym. I did just test it a little bit. I absolutely mean to put the spacebar. I will put a key on there and just test to make sure that 6.25 key is working well. We'll absolutely do that. Don't you worry there. I didn't think you were worried, but just to be on the safe side, I'm letting you know I got your back. Yeah, these came out clean. If I remember correctly, we were working with a really clean rebuild on this guy. We had, if I'm not mistaken, only one switch that didn't come out perfectly. Every other switch came out right on time. And we're basically just going to be looking here to make sure pretty much every key exactly as it was before. Oh Jesus, I saw a Reddit post with 1,500 gram Telios? Oh my goodness. Why would you do that to yourself? Are you trying to give yourself carpal tunnel? Like, yeah, that's more of a engineering feat, I think, than anything else, right? Like, it's just incredible that they were able to actually design a spring with that much weight on it. That's incredible. 1,500 grams? My goodness. Oh, you know what I should have done too when we had the TGR out on the desk? We should have weighed that. Remind me, guys, when I do that, let's weigh that thing and compare it against the V2CE. Because I know there's going to be a difference in weight there with that, but I just am curious at how much Very curious. I love this plate. So this was an aftermarket plate, and it's got a little bit of tarnish on it. I love that. Some people like it clean. I think a little bit of tarnish on the metal makes it look really, really nice. Adds a nice little amount of character to it. Do you guys see that? Very nice. Very nice. You know, myself personally, I get a brass weight, and you know, I get any one of my keyboards, like my personal keyboards, like if I get something that's like a stainless steel and it's like a mirror polish, I'll wear gloves so that I don't get my fingerprints on like a client's board. But if it's mine, oh, it's meant to be touched. Like, my personal opinion, it's meant to be touched. I'll grab the brass. I'll grab it. I'll grab it. Keep it PG rated, Max. Come on. But yeah, no, I'll touch it. I'll make sure of that. It's meant to be touched. No fear of patina with my personal boards. Speaking of my larger than life weight here on the Unicorn, I'm just waiting for that thing to patina a little bit more. The guy put a 5-pound weight on it and like almost bottomed out, and it like almost bottomed out. Like that's nuts. Why 5 pounds? 5 pounds of force to actuate a switch? Like what are you doing with that? I'm assuming it's this guy right here that we need to put this switch on, and I'm gonna make sure, because the 6.25 you can put it on and it can go in multiple spots with a 6.25, but if you flip the space bar it can only go in one. And so I intend on, is it off to the, it's off to the left or right on all these guys? It looks like it's off to the right. I can kind of tell. Kind of tell, kind of not. Yeah, that's nutty though. Like, I get it, science, but at the same time, 1,500 gram weight, that's a little too much. There's the super blacks too, right? Those were like 200 gram. The most I put in my keyboard is 90. 90 grams is the perfect spring weight for a space bar. And so if your space bar ever kind of has that like laggy feel where you build up a keyboard and it's just kind of like, it's mushy, it's like a little mushy, right? You like press it down and it doesn't actuate fast enough, put in a 90 gram weight. Yep, always grab yourself a bag of 90 gram weights and profit. Yeah, but I hear you. Anything over 70 grams, yeah, I'm right there with you. Anything over 65 grams, I'm right there with you. I will use a 65 gram spring. That is about my limit. I am a weak boy. My weak little fingers. Yeah, I get fatigued and I am done. Stick a fork in me after a little bit. It does not work well for me. Oh, this is such a cute little build. It's so nice. We are an hour in. We've been chatting up a storm, and we've got our board completely built. Like, minus the soldering, of course. Loving it. Love the 50%. All right, let's go ahead and go with. All right, guys. So we've got this purple case here tonight. This like lilac case. What do we want to do with this? I was kind of thinking like a violet on cream, but that's too dark of a purple. I don't think that purple will go well with it. What should we do? What should we do on this light purple case? We could do wob. Wob would be a nice little easy clap. But wob is just so, I think I've done a TMO50 with wob in this exact same color, and it looked fantastic, but I'd kind of like to mix it up a little bit. Should we put Sanctuary on it? No, I think the red in Sanctuary wouldn't look good. What else can we do? Man, if I had Future Funk, GMK Future Funk, ooh, that would look really good. Future Funk's not shipped yet though. Soon TM, soon. Let's check it, hold on. Let's get the Violet on Cream out and see what it looks like. It might not be a good match. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna be a good match. You tell me though. What do you think, fam? I think the violet is too dark. What do you guys think? Too much purple, right? Or should we just go with it? Yeah, I think it's too much. Yeah, so Violet on Cream is a no-go. Let's see here. What about green? Green and purple? Yeah, I think we need to go with like more like muted white on blacks and stuff. Yeah, Kuroshiro would look good. I do not have a Kuroshiro, but what I do have, let me see here. What I do have here, going in bags for this guy, unfortunately. Is, I've got a lot of white on black. I think that's the best bet. White on black would be nice and clean. Where's my, here we go. This is what I want to do. I think this will look really cool. We did this on a Polaris a couple of weeks ago, the Minicom Alphas. So this will just about complete 90% of the board. Let me show you guys this. The Minicom Alphas do not have any sub-legends on the text for the whole num row. Oh, but we won't use those. So it doesn't matter. These are just so cool though. Like here's the number 3 key for the Minicom Alphas. Like, but yeah, we won't need them because it's a 50% board. So what we'll do, we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4 all in the same profile. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4 on this cluster for the side. And then we'll do the normal crazy, you know, mixed up and crazy sub-legends for the Minicom Alphas on the full layout here. I think that'll be pretty cool. And I think I've also got enough compatibility with the crazy GMK sets to fill in all these blanks here. So, oh, Dracula's gonna be so awesome. Are you gonna get in on the what's it called? The Nord by Corgi Butts? Because that looks really good too. But that's very similar to Dracula too. But I've got Dracula on the way. I'm still gonna get Nord. Nord just looks so good. Okay, so there's flipped. There's the flip space bar. We're good there. And then there's the non-flip. Yep, so we're good on both fronts. Let's go ahead and mount this with a non-flipped. So here's the perfect example. That's fine. Clearance is good. It's lifting all the way up there on this aftermarket plate, but this switch is not heavy enough. This is the perfect example of what we were talking about and why you always need to have a bag of springs for your space bars. Always, always, always recommend this. And a good switch opener. This is anodized aluminum. Is this the Kibio? Where is this thing from? I should know where all this stuff is from. I like shill this stuff and then I just am like, I don't know where it's from. Give me a second, don't come to me. Or if anyone remembers, by all means. It's the anodized aluminum one though. Like this thing is absolutely incredible. I love that switch opener. But yeah, I mean, and just go out to TX. TX springs. I am not sponsored by them, but there is nothing wrong with these springs. These are 90-gram cherry 90-gram springs. I don't know if they're TX. If I got these from TX because they have that cherry logo on them. These might have been from a different vendor. All right, but I want this, and I want just a little bit of oil on this guy. The nature of this oil is such that it's a little bit thicker than I want to just put directly on one spring. So I'm just gonna get a little drop there on the back of my hand. We'll do this, who is it? Apiary does it like this, right? Where she has the lube on the back of her hand. We'll get that oil here. And we will drop that. This is paraffin oil. Paraffin oil is what this is. Drop that on that spring there, just paint it a little bit. Easy peasy. And go ahead. Now my hand's nice and moisturized too. Oh yeah. There we go. OMG. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm in on 2 sets of Nord. Ooh, nice. Rather spend on another keyboard than keycaps for now, TBH. Yeah, I understand that. Man, I need more keycaps. I've been hunting GMK sets for quite some time now. If you guys have got GMK sets that you're looking to part with, slide into DMs. Much better. Much better spacebar now. Yep, that spring just made that spacebar perfect. Take a listen, guys. I know the music is playing, sorry. Cool. Sounded good to my ears. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, so among others, I am actively hunting Hamon. I've been told I need to stop saying it the Westerner way. I just think it's so funny when I pronounce it with a hard J. Jamon, aka Hamon. Hamon. What else do I need? I did pick up so much. Like, I picked up so much in the last couple of weeks. Hold on, are you guys ready for this? I keep an actual Excel tracker just so that I can make sure like I know what I paid for things. I have, oh my god, it's crazy, guys. I have, in the last couple of weeks, I've picked up the GMK Red Samurai. I picked up GMK Royal Triumph Adler. We have that here. I picked up Sanctuary Rebirth. We have that here. I picked up Future Funk. I picked up Taro. I picked up the Mitolet set. I picked up Analog Dreams. I picked up Violet on Cream with the Violet on Cream Alphas, or the Violet Alphas. We have that here. I picked up 8008. We have that here. I picked up Oblivion. We have that here. So that's 10 sets I purchased in like the last couple of weeks. And I need Hamon. What else do I need? I had like a Mech Market post with all the little sets I needed. I know Hamon was on it. Hold on, what else did I have? My profile, posts. Man, oh man, oh man. Where was it? Because I want to tell you guys, tell your friends if they have any of these. Okay, so did I say Burgundy? Did I say I already picked up Burgundy? I don't think I had that on my Excel list. I picked up Burgundy already. I need Vaporwave, I need Dots, and Vaporwave is a question mark. I don't know if I actually need that. One of my buddies who I'm building for actually has a set. I might trade a couple of builds for his Vaporwave set. I'm not sure yet. But I picked up Vaporwave, maybe. I need to check the alphas on it too, because that's one of those sets where like the alphas could be a little bit blurry, and then I don't know if I'm gonna get it. But I need Dots, I need Crimson Cadet, I need GMK Olive, and I need Hamon. So if you guys and girls have any of those sets, let me know. What do I plan on doing with Hamon? I have no plans for it right now. It's more so just so that I have like an absolute plethora of keycaps to build and put on client boards. You know, I mean, I've got, the problem is with my keycaps here, this is the problem. This is the problem with all my personal keycaps before I really started taking streaming seriously. Beige, 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 beige. Wait for it. Dolch. Wob. I've got like 5 more Wob sets, and I've got like 5 more beige sets. I use nothing, obviously, as you can see, except beige. I have so much OG like in my life, but that's not what people want to see on stream. They want to see like the colorful sets, they want to see the new sets, they want to see, you know, things they haven't seen before. And, you know, I can't blame them. You know, these new GMK sets are nice. And honestly, you know, it's unforgivable that I'm in keyboards and I don't have Taro. I don't have, you know, Haman already. I don't have Crimson Cadet. I don't have, you know, I had Modern Dolch. I don't have Modern Dolch anymore. But I'm not too stressed on getting Modern Dolch because with Oblivion, with Nord, with all these others that are coming. Oh, you know, I also got Masterpiece. I need to add Masterpiece to my tracker as well. Oh dude, I have 9009, I have OG 9009, I have Muted somewhere around here. Oh, Muted would have looked good on this too. I don't know where my Muted set is right now. My Muted might be somewhere lost in that filing cabinet. Muted would look really good on this though. That purple would probably match the purple of the board. Oh, we might need to find Muted. What else? I mean, I have the Sav set, I have the Sat set, I have a bunch of CRP sets, Corgi Butts, I have a bunch of just OG Anzi sets, both die sub and double shot. I need to buy some of those blue Yogi. Those blueberries sound good. Yeah, oh, right? I mean, Masterpiece. Ooh, so good looking. Have you guys, yeah, do you know a set I'm looking forward to? Oh my lord. Hold on. Why can I only find it on Keep Talk? Whatever, this works. Did I just turn it on properly? Yeah, I did. Okay, why could I only find it on here? I am so looking forward to this. I got that one. Did I get any other kits too? I think I got a couple of the desk mats as well. I don't think I got Clarity or the Accents, the Preserving. I didn't get those. I didn't get West. I was like, this is the reason to get this set. I mean, it's the first GMK set that they did with the full Legends, and is it Hiragana or is that Hiragana, right? But yeah, so beautiful. When did you get those alpacas? So I never did, Yogi. So any of the alpacas that you've seen me having on stream have been clients, but alpacas are going back on sale in July. So keep an eye on Prime Keyboard's website. Those will be back up soon. Yeah, these just look so good. All right, so when I see a keycap set, there's a couple of things I look for. The first thing I look for is the modifiers. The modifiers and the alphas. They need to be contrasting well. What I mean by that, vaporwave, which is the reason I might not, I have this on my definite maybe, I need to pick it up. Right there, that's the proof in the pudding right there. Look at this. You see the contrast in the mods. From these little thumbnails, can you see the legends on the alphas at all? I can't. Let's take a little closer look. Let's open it up into larger images. He color corrected this. You can tell he color corrected this because that is a different color than that. That is not, like, he messed with the contrast there. But aside from that, I can't see the alphas on any of these. And so, do I want this set? Yes. I like the looks of this set a lot. But when I see these colors, this base mold plastic and this legend, that is cause for concern. That says to me, in real life, you're not going to be able to see the contrast between those alphas, and yeah, it's not going to work well. Now the modifiers, that's going to work. That's a great set. That's going to contrast well, and that's going to be fine. Like, here's another example. So I love this set. This set was never going to work though. For me, this set was never going to work for me, I should say. This is a beautiful set. Oh, of course, I opened it up on Originative. Can you actually give me a larger image? Can I just get the image, please? Mechanical keyboards. Will that give me a larger image? There we go, that's kind of better. All right, you can see it here. Alphas are okay. Alphas contrast a little bit. They're also a little troublesome, but the modifiers, that's unacceptable. Like, in renders, I can't see the modifiers. Like, I mean, come on. Like, that's not even, like, I mean, that's not a good resolution picture. I get it. But look at that key. Like, that's so washed out lighting on the renders that, I mean, that doesn't even look like, I have no idea what that is. Like, okay, these are awful resolution pictures. Like, they did not put this on here. I'm doing a disservice to my point here by showing you those. Let me actually show you here's the Geekhack. Oh man, it's just, this is frustrating. But you get the point. You can't see the modifiers. You can't see the legends. So that's when, the alphas look good. Those alphas are popping. But the legends on the modifiers you can't really see. So that's a problem to me. Like, that's one of the first things I look at. And at a GMK set, when I can't see contrast in either the modifiers or the alphas, I truly have to sit down and say, all right, do I like this colorway enough to pursue it? I like these modifiers enough to pursue this. And I think this could look really, really cool. I love the Pantones they used in this, but it's just the classic, you know, it's the classic light Pantones. Like, you know, these custom pale Pantones. They've got the Pantones on here, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. Those are such cool artisans for this. Man, I would have thought they would have had the Pantone colors on there. But that pink sort of electric pink Pantone for the alphas, man, it's a really cool color. But anyways, yeah, so that's what's on my short list. If you guys have any of those GMK sets, let me know. Yeah, I would definitely be you know, up for working out a deal on those. There are cheaper PBT options for Japan Legends. Yep, I think KBD has something. Yeah, so yeah, so if you look, Yogi, if you look on KBD fans, I don't know if they have any of the PBT with the Hiragana Legends in the black and white left anymore, but there used to be an ePBT set that was like Japanese black, if I remember correctly. And there's also the sushi set, but people don't like the sushi set as much because the colors are a little bit different. I will show you a good example of the sushi set and what that works well on though. Let me open up, let me go into my archive here. This was a fun keyboard build. I actually don't have this one anymore. This was a Mech 27 that I've had back in the day. Take a look at this, guys. This is a blast from the past. This is this might have been one of my first TKLs. There's the EPBT sushi set. And you can't see it, but the sushi key was the win key. And that was such a fun build. Yeah, that cyan case. Oh, and I had the reverse of this. So this board right here, I actually had the reverse of it. So let me show you. I sold this board. I actually had a silver. I sold this board back in 2018. I had a silver one with the same color plate. That was such a cool plate. Oh man. These were built with Mod M's. Those are Mod M switches. That's such a funny build. Back when I liked tactiles. Yep. We all grow. Hey, Mod M's are still good. Those are still good switches. I still like those. Yeah, but that cyan case, that really popped. I like that one a lot. Here's the silver. I had the Hyperfuse set on the silver, and it just looked good too with the in-switch LEDs. Man, like he put the purple in-switch LEDs on this. I don't think I put them on all of them. I think I put purple in-switch LEDs on just like a couple of the modifiers, and then I also had the mid layer as well that kind of popped with it. That was fun. Back when I actually liked RGB. I don't put RGB on anything these days, but yeah, I used to. I used to mess with that a lot. Yeah. Have I ever gotten an Alps board? I sold all my Alps kits. I had though. Yep. I did. I put. That's true, Tom. Thanks for making sure everyone knows though. But that's true. I sold my whole Alps kit about a year ago. I had an Alps blue build with some SGI granite keycaps on it, as well as the IBM 5140 alphas. Built up on my TGR Jane. I can show you guys that too. I think I have that keyboard in the archive. Let's see here. I'm getting distracted. I need to get back to it here in a second. I better have taken pictures of that because I sold that. No, that's a cool picture there, but I don't know if I have one of the you guys see that? Why is my there it goes. That was a pretty bad picture. It pops and it's got a cool contrast on it, but man, the pincushion on that picture, I didn't zoom in close enough, or I zoomed in too much on that lens, and I didn't correct the profile on that. I need to go back and correct that image. That's a good shot. That's a good shot otherwise. It looked kind of like that though. Looked kind of like that, but man, where is it? Yeah, I sold that kit. I don't know if I have pictures of it right now. They're somewhere in the cloud. I've got them somewhere in my Lightroom profile. Yo, Yogi FN, thank you very much for the follow, man. Appreciate that. What are you, too cool for RGB? You know it, dude. You know it. I'm way too cool for everything. All right, my friends. Let's get down to business here. We've been running around it here for too long now at this point. It's 9:30. Let's start soldering. I'd say by 10, give or take, plus or minus. If I'm not moving too slow, we'll be through the soldering here and ready to dress this guy up and do some typing tests. Let's see what we got here. Get my iron plugged in. I'm a really big fan of Japanese keycaps. Yeah, I hear that. That's definitely That's definitely a popular route that a lot of people take this day and age. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. I like it too. I'm a fan of that style as well. The Kuroshiro is a really good looking set that I was sleeping on when it went to group buy, and now that I've missed it, I do regret a little bit, but you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. We've got a really nice build here for tonight, guys. The TMO50, if you're unfamiliar with this board, is a pretty cool, like 40/50% board. The 50, obviously, you know, there's no numero on this thing. A couple extra keys on the left and right. What's nice about this though is that there's no spacing really between the PCB and the plate here, and both are rigid enough to where I don't really have to worry about the switches falling out, which is always great. I've had a couple of builds in the past couple of weeks there where the PCB and the plate have been a little more flexible, and you know, it's fine. It adds to the typing experience, makes it nice there, but man, when it comes down to actually soldering, it makes it a little bit of a pain in the butt when you're working with something that just doesn't have that rigidity. So we're basically going to get the four corners here locked and loaded, and once we're sure those are in place, because we're working with PCB bound switches as well, we should have a pretty clean build. Shouldn't really have to worry about too much in the way of crooked switches. So I'm excited about that, just from a quality of life perspective. This is a lot easier of a build than we've had to deal with in the past couple of weeks, that's for sure. What is my opinion about polycarbonate PCB plates? So I'm assuming you just mean polycarbonate plates. Otherwise, you're going to have to school me on what they're doing with PCB technology, where they're doing polycarbonate PCB plate. But yeah, I'm assuming, like I said, that you're talking. All right, so with that, yes, I like them. The flexibility is nice in those. It kind of depends on what I'm putting into PCB or into the PCB, but you know, that might, you know, there's a time and a place for just about every PCB, or not every PCB, but every plate on the market these days. I'd say with the exception of maybe brass. I'm kind of going away from brass these days. I'm not a big fan of brass as I once was. From an aesthetic, sure, I like brass, but from a use case, oh man, fatally, I'm sorry, you've exposed my laziness. I said to myself as I went live tonight, Max, don't forget to update the bot. Make sure you update the bot. That is an incorrect build statement. Tonight's build is a TMO50 with, what is it, Sakurios switches and a single GMK screw-in stabilizer. I do believe everything else is correct though now. There we go. Now we're back. No, these are not alpacas. I don't think they're alpacas. Wait, are these alpacas? Hold on. BWM, are you here? Are these alpacas or are they Sakurios? Oh, they are alpacas. I'm a dummy. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Sakurios are the clear housing. What am I doing? What are you doing, Max? And I have the build command wrong again. And alpaca switches, there we go. TMO50 with alpacas. There you have it. I don't know if you caught it earlier, Asai, but the space bar, I swapped you over to a 90-gram spring in the space bar to give you a nice little pop on that guy. It feels very nice. Did the TMO50 ever get ported over to VIA? Because I'm going to port this onto VIA for you too if it's not already. Already on it. Beautiful. That one's already ported. That's what I'm talking about. Very nice. Yeah, for those of you new to keyboards, Via is the firmware that runs the code behind the scenes here on this keyboard. Via is my favorite firmware. I think it's everyone's favorite firmware at this point. I don't think there's anyone out there that's using anything other than Via. That's like the gold standard these days. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. I'm still working with a manual zoom. I intend on getting you guys here a zoomed in view where I actually take it and stretch it a little bit on my ends from a software perspective, and then I can just like tune that to like one of these hot swaps so that I can get in and out of Zoom easier. Ozzy, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. And Fatally as well, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Welcome to my stream. And anyone else that's new to keyboards, welcome to my stream. You've caught us at a good time. We're soldering our way through the TMO50 here tonight, and yeah, I always take this time to shill a little bit about myself, a little bit of self-promotion. I'm going to go up on my soapbox here for just a second. So yeah, first and foremost, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. My name is Max. I go by Max F, and I build keyboards. I'm a keyboard content creator. That's kind of weird to say, but yeah, we've been doing this for about a year now, a little more and a little off and on here and there, but yeah, I've got quite a bit of experience doing these builds, and I try and stream just about all of them. So thank you for tuning in tonight. There's a couple of things that I just like to go over that help kind of keep this content alive and running and keep me enthused about this community. The first part is you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and keeping me company throughout all of this. I really enjoy your presence. You are all appreciated. The next part is those of you who send me actual keyboards to build. If you guys are interested in having me build a keyboard for you, I link my services down below in the comments section, or not comment section, in the info section. And I encourage you guys, if you're looking to have a keyboard built, reach out to me. I can be flexible with you on terms of timing and information. If you're new to keyboards completely and need direction on selecting parts, I love talking keyboards with people, both on stream and off. And so if you want to just send me a message, privately and turn that conversation up, that's an alternative way too. Those are the builds that keep this content going. I do about 99% of the builds on this channel are client builds. And so if it were just me building my own boards, man, I'd stream like 6 times a year. So thank you guys for sending me stuff, and yeah, if you're interested, by all means, let me know, and we can talk about turning up a build option or commission option for you as well. I've got some really exciting news coming up soon about commissions. I'm not ready to share that in full detail yet, but custom projects working with well-established vendors in the community, that is up and coming. So a little bit of a hint there. If you guys know some big names, right, that are in the community that are working commission builds for streamers like myself and others, hint, hint, then you might already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm very excited to be sharing updates on that soon. The next piece that I'd like to go over real quick is a couple of people who sponsor this stream tonight. This stream is sponsored by Zeal PC. You guys can find all of Zeal's products at zeal.pc. He's got the Zelio V2s, Telio V2s. The Telio V2s are quite nice. We actually just did a build with the Satisfaction 75 here a couple nights ago, and that's up on YouTube. People are really loving the typing sounds from that. The Telios really are nice these days. They had issues with acoustics in the past, if I'm going to be quite honest with you guys, but the V2s really fixed all of that, and so I highly recommend them. You can also find Zeal stabilizers, as well as Zeal PC is one of the only providers right now, I think, for 205G0 lubricant. I know that's kind of few and far in between these days. Vendors are having trouble keeping a stockpile of that. But yeah, zeal.pc. If you guys are interested in any of his products, I have a referral link, again, listed in that section down below. If you guys click on that and use that to check out, that provides a kickback to me when you purchase products off of his site. That anything I get from there, I turn right back into the stream. It's a super helpful way for me to get a little bit of extra money to upgrade audio, video, buy new keycap sets. If you were in the stream a minute ago, you know that within the past month I've bought about 10 keycap sets, of which I plan on mounting on my own personal boards, maybe only one. I pretty much buy these GMK sets these days just to show off on client builds. So that's one of the most recent examples of me putting the money you guys give to me right back into the stream. So next, we're also sponsored by Mint Autumn. Mint Autumn and Jack Static. Jack Static is a superhero of the keyboard community. He is just an absolutely awesome, generous guy who deserves your attention and your praise, if I'm to be quite honest. Mint Autumn is the website that Jack Static has got running right now for his keyboard builds, his keyboard designs, I should say. He is currently in the midst of the Rukia Round 2. If you guys haven't seen the Rukia, then definitely look that up. You've been living under a rock. But it is absolutely a beautiful design based on the TGR Alice, and yeah, Jax is in the midst of getting round 2 of that ready for shipment, as well as some upcoming projects as well. So mintautumn.com. There's nothing on the website right now, but add it to your favorites. Keep an eye on it. Jax has got a Discord as well. Join up in that to get alerts on his upcoming projects. He has got very, very cool design ideas, and he's just overall a great guy. So thank you to Jax, thank you to ZealPC for sponsoring me, and insert your name here if you'd also like to sponsor me. I appreciate you guys. Other keyboard news, if you guys are just tuning in, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the stream, and I'll catch up with chat here in just a second too, guys. I just always like to take a couple seconds here while I'm soldering to go over some news personal to me as well as my sponsor feed. So yeah, we've got some exciting news for the channel. I am working with a couple of designers here to completely overhaul the look and feel of my content. I have got new logos and graphics incoming, as well as a new website incoming. You know, things that I'm really, really excited about, things that are going to be, you know, sprucing up the look and feel of my services, and I'm super stoked to be sharing more details on that, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. We're really making some moves here at MaxF. Anyways, all right, let's get caught up with chat here. We're almost about halfway through soldering this build right now. This is the beauty of a 50%. All right, so let's see here. Brand new to KBs. Teach me, master. Ozzy, well, like I said, man, you're in the right spot. And absolutely ask any questions if I haven't gone over them already. That shark twitch. Hey, hello to you as well. My name is Max and I'm a Keyboholic. That is absolutely true, Brie. Finished building the cabinet. I can finally pay attention now. Oh, the home improvement projects are done. That's what's up, Yeffy. Bruh, why are the switches expensive as... I know, I hear ya. Well, it depends on what you're looking at. Are you looking at Zeal.pc switches? They're about $1 a switch. But yeah, quality, and then also supply and demand. Yeah, that's all true. Just ordered some 72s on a whim last night. There you go. 72 what? 72 gram Zelios, Telios, some other tactiles or linears. What are you looking at? I'm crying for Helios. Helios are some of the best silent switches, yeah, I've used. It used to be MX Xylence was the way to go, but there was no reason to go through the Frankenstein modification process for an MX Xylent. Just go with Helios these days. Oh, shoot, we got Chongosaurus up in chat. What's up, fellow keyboard streamer? How you doing, buddy? If you guys are new to keyboards, Chongosaurus is another content creator. Very cool guy as well. Boom, you win, Max wins. That's right. If you're looking for Helios, use my link below and I get a little bit of a kickback. That'll go towards me buying some of these GMK keycap sets for you guys. So just think, not only are you buying Helios, you're buying a percentage of my Hamon, or as Yeffy would say, my Jamon set. My Jamon. Jamonin. I know he's gonna love that because he was the one that told me you should stop saying it with a hard J. Oh, Z2s? Z2S? I'm lost now. I don't know what a Z2S is. You've got to fill me in on what you're working with here, Ozzy. So how are you doing tonight, Chongosaurus? Good to see you, man. What were you up to? You working on any keyboard stuff this evening? Oh, I forgot to mention too, while I was up on my little pedestal there, going through my shill, just playing some League. There you go. Just got work this week in office. No telework from home. Ooh, yeah. I like how you put telework in quotes there. Were you being productive? Man, I'd like to say I was slacking off, but I just have too many conference calls. More often than not, I'm on a call throughout the day. Although the past couple of days, I might have been slacking off a little bit. I don't know, though. It's hard. Okay. Yeffy knows. Yeffy and Justin knows if I've been slacking off. They're about the only ones. Don't micromanage me, Yeffy. I'm a grown man. I can do what I want to do. But yeah, so I forgot to mention earlier, guys, when I was talking about sponsors and welcoming you guys to my channel. That's right. Yeah, Yeffy, you know what's up. We do have a giveaway going right now too, guys. So, man, if you're not following me already, why the hell not? Like, I mean, we're killing it out here. We're killing it out here in these streets for you guys. If you get me to 1,000 followers, I'm trying to give away some custom keycaps to you guys. My God. I have not yet divulged who will be running these for me, but I have already been in contact with an artisan creator whom I love dearly, and will be commissioning a set of keycaps for the celebration of me hitting 1,000 followers. So toss me a follow, get me to that 1,000 mark, and let's give away some cool stuff. Ferris, thanks so much for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Sometimes you gotta ask for what you want, right? Rate conference calls. Hey man, you know, I'm in there, I'm in the office every day, Yeffy, pathfinding for these people. I mean, you know, I don't know what more they want from me. I gotta be honest, you know. I'm like a Sherlock Holmes up in there, hunting down solutions. I've got no Watson helping me out. Like, it's just me up in there. Like, come on, give me a break. Right, I guess it would be. As a network architect, it would be route finding, right? I stand corrected. Have you tried thick films yet? I have. So I was using thick films on a client build. It was your build, Justin. Are you still in chat right now, Justin? And yeah, I do Chinosaurus. I've been working Cisco by trade for like the last 10 plus years, but I've branched out in the last, so it was like 10 years of mostly Cisco, and then I branched out in the last four-ish, 5-ish years. I think I'm coming up on 15 total years in the networking world. But yeah, I'm a lot of cloud, and I do a lot of software-defined development these days as well as like network mapping and what else do I do? Network mapping, software-defined networking. It's mixed up a lot. Cloud is a decent portion of it too, but man, it's hard in these streets for a network engineer. You got to be diversified at this point. You can't just be with one vendor. Yeah, absolutely. Always love talking shop. You're a Juniper fanboy. Ooh. Have you tried the Desk Key films yet? No, wasn't Lightning doing a review of those films the other day? He said they were good. I haven't seen them yet though. I've really, like, from personal builds, I've only been using TX films. So I can't speak from personal experience on any films aside from the gold standard TX films. Now, those thick films I did use, like I said, on a client build. They definitely added some girth to the switch for sure. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I really noticed too much of a difference in wobbliness. Like I don't really think the switches were wobbly really that much stock. I have a cloud too, the iCloud. Yeah, okay, Effie. Your head's up in the clouds. You've been huffing sawdust too much in the other room, putting that cabinet together. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Last row. Hey, you know it's all out of love. I just know you can take it. Isn't there a gun in Borderlands called the Conference Call? Oh, if there's not, I need to take that though. That'd be a great Arnold. All right, we're doing Arnold. You have an incoming conference call. Hold on, how would he say? I need to take one of the earbuds out. Excuse me, you have an incoming conference call. He wouldn't say conference call. Like conference call in Arnold Schwarzenegger accent is not easy. Conference call. I'm trying to like pick up the phone. You have an incoming conference call. I'm not getting that one. That one's not working. Conference call. Do it now. I'll get to the conference call. Ah. Don't shoot, you idiot. I'm on a conference call. Go! Oh, they're getting me. I hear these dial-in participants. They're getting to me. So yeah, you're here's this for greatest transition of the century. So Chongosaurus, I take it you're a networking guy as well. That would have been funny too. Like, I'm trying to think how the conference call name actually came into play. Oh, no shit. For the DoD, huh? There we go. Are you in the DC metro area? Am I asleep at the wheel on this one? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get, Cali, okay. So I'm assuming Anaheim. I could be wrong. There's other spots. Is it Anaheim though? Space Base. Have you watched Space Force? So good. If you haven't, yo. Favorite non-GMK set? Probably something OG, Yogi. So that's why I have so much beige. I'm typically like an OG kind of guy. I do a lot of die sub and a lot of double shot, but die sub is the emphasis, right? OG die subs are my usual go-to. But I like EPBT as well. Like the EPBT Sav set. Oh, that's an easy clap. You know, grab one of those for sure. That's in group buy right now. Yeah, I know you can confirm, Yeffy. Oh, Bree, you've got my number. You know it's beige. I like Dolch too. OG Dolch. What else have we got? Oh, I love Skidata. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, yep. Did you know there was a Skidata Formula One team? If you guys didn't know that, it's kind of funny, right? That's a real thing. I am not making that up. I will show you guys the proof here in just a second. Let me go ahead and plug this board in real quick and let's get a view on it in Switch Hitter and see. Oh, it's like Christmas up in here. We see the, we've got it. Hold on, what have we got here? Are we looking good? Switch Hitter. I don't think any of these guys were mapped before. I think they're all function modifiers. So I'm not too worried about those guys not doing anything. Oh man, this layout is like the weirdest thing. Oh my god. The TMO50. I'm assuming that's a function modifier too. You know that the beautiful part of this being on VIA, did you guys know that the VIA configurator, I'm about to show you guys something cool. This got me really happy when I first found out VIA. So take a look at this. I'm loading up VIA configurator. And we've got the TMO. All right, take a look. All right, so we've got the TMO50 loaded up here. Did you guys know that the key tester on this, you can go to test matrix, and then regardless of if the key is mapped or not, test matrix in VIA will tell you if the keycap itself is actually actuating, whether it's on a function modifier or not. Because as you guys saw, I was just in the VIA configurator, or I was just in Switch Hitter, and I was not getting feedback on any of the keycaps, obviously, that were bound to a function modifier. Whereas now in VIA, you can see all of these switches right here that were not showing anything in Switch Hitter are obviously working. So kind of a cool, I don't know, I like that. Kind of a cool little feature to VIA, if you didn't know about that. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah, what you do to do that is you go into VIA, you go into the test tab or whatever that is, And then it's the test mapping or something like that. Really nice feature that's built into VIA. So anything you have on there really helps. All right, let me catch up on chat here. So Corgi Butts, why are you holding off on Space Force? Give in, man. Give in to your Space Force overlords. It's like Office, but military humor. It's so good. It's so good. My favorite show online right now. Let's see here. Binge watch the entire season. Yep, I don't blame you. Yeah, so Shark Twitch, you definitely have got a lot of good TV going for you too. Man, you guys will love it though. It's just so funny. Like the first episode really kicks it off with a bang, but man, like the following episodes, they're not like, you know, sleepers either. Like they don't add like, because the first episode had a lot of like the trailer footage in it as well. The next episodes aren't bad either. Like they're all pretty funny in my opinion. I was prior military, so I thought it was hella funny. Yeah. So, and I mean, I've been working as a defense contractor my entire career, and so my proximity to that life is as if I'd, you know, almost as if I'd been in the military. I get all that humor. I am not foreign to, you know, Coast Guard jokes. So yeah, it's definitely funny. Alrighty. Oh, we have a couple things we need to get off of this mat before I throw it on the floor. We've got some stabilizer screws here and a stock Securio spring. No, I'm just kidding. It's a stock Alpaca spring. Alpacas. All right, groovy. Oh yeah, let's get it. We don't have any crazy amounts of gaskets or anything nutty to install like that tonight. Man, I'm loving this build. From a quality of life perspective, man, BWM's not doing me wrong tonight. That's I'm going with BWM. That's the acronym I've created for this client's initials on Discord. If I can get these installed, we'll be rocking and rolling here. So what branch were you guys? Air Force, Navy, Army, Marines, Coast Guard? Lol. You've got to know, like if you're in the Coast Guard. I've got a buddy of mine who joined the Coast Guard. I give him shit for it all the time. Hold on. The Coast Guard's actually more serious now, but I used to work a whole lot of contracts for the Navy, and the jokes they had for the Coast Guard and the Navy was brutal. My favorite, I think, was the knee-high Navy. That's so savage. The knee-high Navy. Chair force. Yep, I'd heard that one a lot. There we go. There we go, very cool. Wait, you guys are in good company. I think I've worked for just about every branch except the what is it? The Coast Guard. So yeah, there you go. All right, friends, we are just about to the sound test. We've got our plate mounted. Time to screw in the bottom case here. Always got to be careful with polycarbonate. You don't want to screw too much, but again, you don't want to screw too little either. Get your head out of the gutter, chat. It's a very specific amount that you need to screw. Just enough, I'd say. Oh boy. I just had a text message notification go off. Was that the, am I being too loud with my crude humor? Nope, I'm getting in trouble because I haven't refreshed the media server yet. Let's do that now. Update that. I gotta keep my wife binging her TV shows. Happy wife, happy life. There we go. Okay, it's up now. Let me text her real quick. Oh, I don't have a keyboard plugged into text her. Oh man, I have to do this. Try again now. Anyone else use voice texting on their phone? Oh, if I can't type on a keyboard, I voice text. I don't care that I look like a maniac. I'll be walking right down the street. I'll be voice texting in the middle of a crowded room. I don't give a shit. Like, people will be like, "What are you talking about, dude?" I'm like, "I'm texting." Yeah. It's so good these days too. Like there's no downside to voice texting on Android these days. Like it is absolutely incredible. Like the frequency and times it used to like, you know, do me wrong and not register right, you know, is so infrequent now, so few and far in between. More times than not it gets it right. Even when I'm like, it has like the historical knowledge now too, to where like, even when I'm like talking around like gibberish, it gets it. Just FYI, I think is this screw gonna fit? Let's see if this actually is threaded well. I don't know if this screw is actually part of this or if it's, oh, it is threaded. Nice, okay. I think I just salvaged the screw. I know a screw was missing on this BWM. I think I just found a screw though in my random tray that I just was able to steal from somewhere else. It's this guy right here though. And so if you get the board back and this screw is missing, you know that it wasn't threaded right. It wasn't enough. This is the M6 from Rama. He has multiple variants here. This is the M6. The M6C, if I'm not mistaken. There's like an M6A, M6C, M6B. Oh yeah. Like I don't care. Like people think I'm like typing with perfect punctuation too when I'm voice texting. But yeah, I'm the same way, Effie. Like, bro, why are you using periods and shit? I'm like, I'm not. I'm voice texting, dude. Epsilon Keyboards. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's just make sure we're not bottoming out on anything here. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, LEDs. I'm gonna go back to Via here. I can tell you guys right now, my typing test is gonna be slow because... So again, I'll show you this real quick, guys. I'm gonna switch over to my monitor. Boom. So yeah, the Rama Works is in there too. You go over here to the TMO, you go to Key Tester, Test Matrix. And then on the Test Matrix, when you depress the keys, it actually tells you if it's working or not. And so yeah, it's a much better way, especially on boards that are a little weird, like this one that have a bunch of function modifiers, to test to see if your full key map is working, which it is for tonight, so we're good. Alrighty, so yeah, let's go ahead and see if we've got the skills to pay the bills with this keycap set here. The TS80P. This is such a good soldering iron. Hollow tip. It cools off within like 5-ish or so minutes of you soldering. Like, gone are the days where I solder and my iron is still hot 20 minutes later. Like, so nice. Enzyme. So speaking of 205G0, oh, my face cam died. It's always something, guys. Like, why is it always something that dies? Hold on, this should be a quick reset. Come back to me. Hello? Hello? Oh man, don't do this to me. Hold on, guys. I'll fix the face cam. Properties. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Hey. Cool. It's always something, Yeffy. There we go. Streams since our last technical difficulty issue. Reset the counter back to 0, Yeffy. Reset it back to 0. Did we even make it through 1? Did we even... What was the last stream we had? Was there 1? Wait. Where's... I need something to mark where I am and where I'm going with this. Because I believe Q is up here, right? Is that right, fam? I believe that's Q. Or is that escape? I can't remember. Is that escape or Q? I can't remember how this works. I think that's escape and then that's Q. So Q's there. I think I did that wrong. I don't do enough of these TMO50 builds. Someone cross-check me on that. I don't want to plug my keyboard back in and look. So I think that should be F. Yep, okay, cool. Right, JK, L. Oh man, this is such a fun. I love these. Oh, they're sounding good too. I love these. I love these damn. What's it called? Alpacas. They're so good. ASD. E3. Look at that row. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's clean. Oh, that looks good. All in the same profile. Ooh, the Minicom alphas were the way to go. IOP, UIOP. Oh, yeah. BN. How clean does this look? Oof. Bada boom, bada boom. Yep. Minicom alphas was definitely the way to go on this board. Ah, nice, Yappy. Yeah, that's what's up, dude. WAB is just so clean. Does anybody else find the alpacas a tad bit clicky? Not really clicky. All right, let's see if we've got the compatibility we need to rock the mic on this. Yeah, those Minicom alphas though are just so fun. These are actually, the Minicom keyboard was a TTS keyboard if I remember correctly. I don't even remember what these keys are, like what we're even looking for on this guy. Like, I know a 1.5 is used somewhere there. Do I have enough row 5 to work this? Let's see. Oh, look at this. Look at that little mini shift guy. Wait, that's not the right spot. That needs to be a question mark. Did I not have a question mark in that other set? It's such a weird profile, this board. So that's an enter key. What if we did like this for enter key? I get it, it's a delete key. Hold on, but that's not even the right. Nope, that won't work because that's the wrong profile. We need a 1.75 for that. So we can do like caps lock, I guess. I need to figure out what we're gonna do on this, guys. How can we build this out with keycaps that'll make it look really cool? We need non-meme caps. We have to complete this profile. Control. Well, that's not right. Wait, is that switch in the wrong spot? That switch might be in the wrong spot, fam. Because I put that there. Yep, that switch is in the wrong spot. That's a rip. I'm gonna have to go back and fix this switch. That's gonna ruin our aesthetic for tonight. Oh, fam, should we fix it now or should we do it later? Oh, the answer is I should do it now. I should do it now. Let's build the rest of this thing up real quick. I should do it now, though. Rip, rip, rip. Man, what are the cap options do I have here for the right side? I think we need to cannibalize some stuff off of another board, if I'm not mistaken. because yeah, that's not right. Yeah, so we need the short shift on the left side here, and then we need the TMO50 is wild. Man, profiling for this thing is crazy. Yeah, that will be a quick fix. We're gonna do that for sure. We're gonna fix it. How did I do this guy in the past? Was it control like that? That actually is not bad. I need to look up pictures of the TMO50. That's what I need to do. I need to look up a picture of the TMO50. Give me a keyboard to type on. Oh god. 50? Oh boy. Remove. I can't spell 50 because I don't have a function. 5. Oh boy. I don't have a 5 key on this. At least yet. I don't know which one's the numbers. To me it makes sense for that to be like that, but that's not it. Cancel. Although that's doing something for sure. Yo, what's up, Justin? We're just figuring out this TMO50 real quick and how we're gonna do keycaps on it. Oh, hype conductor. That's dope. Current hype train conductor. Nice. I don't even know what that means. What is that? Like, can you start a hype train? All right, let me see here. We need to get some TMO50 pictures up and see how we are going to build this out. We could do blanks. We could do a whole slew of blanks on it. On the, oh, that looks so clean with blanks too. Oof. Look at this, guys and girls. Look at that. That looks beautiful. That little guy. Oof. All right, so here on this one, yeah, they have a short control key and then a short shift, and then that crazy little artisan cluster. And then the Windows key and the Alt. I have control there instead, which is fine. I like that control key placement, but the right side, the right cluster with the 6.25. So it ends up becoming a 6.25, is that right? I'm trying to find the 6.25, a better picture of it. Here we go, there's one. So it ends up becoming a 1.25, it looks like. And then yeah, we have a control there, you have a 1.5, a 1.5, and then you end up having, all right, so this needs to be a 1U. So that should be a 1U there. And then this needs to be a 1.25, which is right there. And then this guy is another 1U for the escape key, or for the question mark key. So that should be there. I just want to make sure everything else is good before we desolder. And then that should be a 1.25 or a 1.5 up there. Do I have a 1.5 key in this slew? Also, John Ping Pong, thank you very much for the follow, man. Appreciate that. I think we have, guys, do you see a 1.5 on the desk right now? Let me just put this here for just a hot second. No, it needs to be a 1.25 again. Boom. Okay, yeah, so we just need we just need to cannibalize a couple of keys from the other wob set that I have, which I can grab. That's no problem. We can put this guy here. And we can put, let's see here. Oh, I like this a lot more. This is an aesthetic right there. Function, that's so much better. What is that guy? That size needs to be a shift. Don't I have a shift that's that size? Don't I? I thought for sure I had a 1.25 shift in wob. Does that not come with this guy? Come on, guys. Doesn't it need to have a 1.25 shift? Wob has to have that. I'm using the 1.75 shift on the what's it called? I have a 1U shift. There's a 1U shift. It's there in the middle. Yes, it is. You're absolutely right. Boom. And then I need to get the real question mark key, not this shenanigans. I just wanted to put that there to make sure it was in the right spot. This should also be here. Yep, that's in the right spot. All right, so every other profile looks like it's good. I just need to get, do I have a 1U delete key? Can you guys see a 1U delete key on the board? Yep, there it is. This is delete. And then this is, I wonder if we did plus and equals and the dash and underscore there. I think that makes the most sense to put that there. And then I think we're good. So we just need to move this guy over so that we can do a 1.25 here. And then we're all set. So yeah, let's do that just real quick. This will only take a second, guys. Bear with me here. Let's go ahead and fix this guy. While we're here, you guys deserve the proper aesthetic on this. It's gonna look great once we do this. A little bit of work now to save us work in the long run. You guys missed it. That key on the bottom right was just a little bit off. I had it over one to the left instead of one to the right. I was piggybacking off of the same port that it was in before when it was using the split shift or the split spacebar. I just assumed that that was the proper spot port to be in, and I was incorrect. So let's move that there. I'm not worried about too much here. We just want to move this guy over to that other port right there. So let's go ahead and move that. Now, I was premature in putting everything away. I thought we had it, guys. But here's the good news. The beauty of this iron is that it heats up instantly and it's so fast to set up. There's no huge power bricks or anything. It is like instant. Look at this. And we're good. Just a quick note to viewers. I would never recommend you soldering, desoldering, or anything of the like with keycaps or your desk mat or anything right, under it. I am really just doing a quick fix on this, and I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to have flux flying, anywhere on my keycaps or anything, right? But yeah, normally I would definitely keep a clean desk space when doing this. let's see if we got that switch. It looked like I had a little bit on it still. Yeah, there's a little bit on it still. Let me just reapply a little bit of solder. This will be the fastest. And just try again. There we go. Okay, hold on. So let me see here. Apparently you use function layers for the number and symbols. Yep, that's correct. But I have a program and I use my symbols so often. Yeah, so the symbols, the way it works though with the TMO50 and any 40% is you have your numbers on home row. And so your home row here, obviously, your numbers are right here underneath it. And so your hands would be here. You'd hit like a function modifier right here. And then now all of a sudden this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, blah, 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 blah. And if you needed to hit shift to get to the function modifier, right, you hit boom, boom, and then now you have all your symbols. So kooky, I know. I'm not a 40% user myself. But yeah, you know, that's the way this one rolls. There we go. All right, we're good there. And then I missed something too. So John, also your commissions page, what does it mean by what keyboard do you want me to build? I'll try it at some point, but I think it'll get slower typing. Yeah, you would definitely get a little bit typer, Keybobo. So yeah, really, what it means there is you are commissioning me to build something for you. So what kind of kit do you have that you're looking to get built there, John? That's the answer to that question. And if you don't know what kit you want to get, then put you know, just put not applicable, and then just fill out the form and reach out to me on Discord, or even just wait to fill out the form. You can just reach out to me on Discord if you want me to build something for you. If I wanted to have you build a keyboard for me, but I have no idea what I wanted the switch is, yep, exactly. Yeah, so I'm answering your question as you're typing it out. Yeah, reach out to me on Discord, and yeah, I'm happy to talk details with you there for sure. I can give you a lot of direction, you know, based on form factor, price, you know, really a myriad of options based on, you know, a couple of determining factors. I can give you a whole bunch of different things to look at. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thanks so much for the tier 1. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that support there, John. Kajal was cool, but I can't believe it was sold out in 3 minutes. Oh, that is just the nature of this game right now, Keybobo. Yeah, it's just absolutely nuts right now in the keyboard hobby. Things are selling out faster than people can put them on the market. And 1 in a milli. What's going on, dude? How are you doing tonight? I just looked, guys. Give me another second. I just noticed that I didn't put enough solder on this one joint that I just finished installing on. So yeah, let me go ahead and just put a little more on here. There we go. That looks good. A bit of a perfectionist over here. If you guys have watched my stream, you know that. All right, so yeah, we are good here. We've got the TMO50 build complete. We've got the keycaps just about all put on. There's just a few more that I need to steal off of another wob set. I think I've got more bags of wob in my desk, but you know, it's just gonna be faster. I know exactly what keycaps I need off of one that I've already got built up, so we'll just cannibalize real quick off one of my other boards. I'm not sweating that at all. Alright, just let's screw this in real quick, and then yeah, let's get some typing tests on. I am absolutely going to be slower on typing tests tonight. Anytime I'm on a 40%, it just feels a little bit off. But yeah, we'll have fun with it. We'll have fun with it here tonight. What was the limit number of the Kajal keyboard? I don't know how many units they were selling on that. They typically have those numbers listed on the GKAC group buy page. And those are typically historically maintained, and so you can probably find the details on there still. So 1 in a milli, how are you doing tonight? So also, that was the Kajal was the one with the knob on it, right? Did you enter that, Yeffy? I remember you were looking at it. Ah, yeah, yep. You did miss it then. Are they in production right now, or were those units pre-made and you were just buying? You're basically just doing a pre-order. I'm assuming the former, that they were that they're entering into production now. Oh yeah, do Discord. Discord is by far the most convenient for me. That's kind of where I keep just about everything there, John. Yeah. I've got Discord linked down below as well, so you should be able to find it pretty easily. And then yeah, just reach out in the DMs there. That's the easiest way, and we can start you down the road of getting a keyboard for your very own, or get you another keyboard. I don't need to assume that this would be your first keyboard. I think you might have said that, but I'm not 100% remember. Finally putting together your new desk. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to. Oh, you did put up pics in the Discord server. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, nice. You're an IKEA desk user. There we go. Dude, that's looking clean. Very nice. Need some art and some more green stuff. There we go. You got to have the typical like IKEA ferns. But yeah, I love that. Is that the IKEA desktop? Man, that's got a nice wood grain to it. I like that. There we go. I see you. I see you, 1 in a milli. Yo, and Milk posted too. That's a dope shot, Milk. Nice. With the is that the 1.2 there on the keyboard stand? Also, what is that milk carton? That's so good. Hold on. What is this, dude? What is that? That's so good. That's so funny, Milk. Please tell me it has like a "Have you seen me" on the side. Have you seen me? And it can be like a Nixie. It can be like a Nixie switch. Have you seen me? That's so good. Oh man. And I remember this one. Dude, that's a dope egg face too. Nice. What's this? Are you Prodigy Keyblook? Are you Prodigy Keyblook, Milk? Are you Prodigy in disguise? What's going on here, dude? Yeah, milk is got a good camera setup now, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep. Y'all need to post some pictures of my desk setup. It's been a while since I've posted my office setup. People always love those. I should do like a an office store on maybe YouTube. I've decided that I'm definitely going to be expanding the YouTube content. I'm an idiot for not like maximizing my presence on YouTube. Mediocre. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, yeah, guys, let me grab the other keyboard we're gonna cannibalize from. We are going to temporarily steal some keycaps here. It's just gonna be easier than me hunting for a bag and then dumping another bag of wob out on my desk. We're gonna grab these guys. Oh boy. The beauty of the Minicon Alphas, unfortunately, you're short a couple of keys there with those keycaps. They really are just the Alphas. Okay. I think that's generally okay. I don't have... The only other thing that kind of triggers me is I only have one. I'll need to get a different R5 for the bottom row, but we're okay. We're okay here for now, I think. What do you guys think? That's looking pretty clean. Smile for YouTube, everybody. Yeah, I think this ended up pretty nice, yeah. The light, my key light is a little bit too intense on this case. Sorry guys, you can't really see the details on this. Yeah, it's pretty clean though. Looking real nice. Okay. Let's just move that down there for a moment. Look at this small little boy. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Look at how small that is on my desk. A little piece of Rami swag. Yeah, I think that's pretty clean. I'm happy with that. Yeah, oh yeah. If I were to get a board for the 40s, this is the way I would go for sure. For sure. This and the Kajal. Yeah, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick and then we'll get into some typing tests. All right. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get the typing test queued up here. Like, look at my hands in comparison to this keyboard. I have large hands to begin with, but man, my large man hands with this keyboard, oh my goodness. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna try something new tonight. Tonight, instead of a 60-second test, we're gonna see how quickly I can just type through 50 words. I should be able to do this technically faster than a normal 60-second test, obviously. It should take me somewhere in like the 27 to 30-second range, depending upon how fast I'm going. I do not know how anything works on this guy. Okay, cool. All right, chat. Let's see what this thing sounds like. First, let me give you a test of the modifiers and the keycaps in general. Hey, what's up, Jenna? You're right on time. I got some flux on my spacebar. That's literally the only stabilized key on this build. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some blueberries for sure. All right, let's give this a shot. This is like doubly gonna be weird because the Minicom Alphas have no home row on them either. There's no homing keys, and so these are gonna be doubly weird here tonight. F and J are just straight up flat. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. Redo. How do I hit tab? I don't even know. Sounds really good. This is a copper plate, if I remember correctly. This is gonna picture really good too because you can see the copper in between the keycaps. I don't know if you guys can see that with the lighting right now, but man, when I take like my overhead shot of like this cluster here or maybe over here, that's gonna look really good. Okay. Oh no. Oh, redo. actually don't mind this 1U backspace at all. Like that's not a bad backspace. Like this is pretty good actually. Ooh, this is not. It's pretty good. I like this. Crazy to hear that about the 1U backspace. Yeah. No, it's like it's in the same spot as a 2U, and so as long as you're not like looking for the backspace over here, which is non-existent, it's totally in the right spot. Oh, I'm off. Oh man, I misspelled again. Yeah, pretty dope. Pretty dope build here, guys. Yeah, I've been on a TMO50 before. This is not my first time on a TMO50, but it has been a little bit. So really a cool build. So yeah, no, I definitely like this thing. It's just so funny. Like, look at my hands and look at the keyboard. Like, look at my mouse and look at the keyboard. Like, the keyboard is so tiny. It's so funny. Like, to see, like, I think I can wrap my hand almost completely around this thing. Like, it's just so small. But yeah, no, it's fun. It is really cool. Little baby keyboard. Okay, so yeah, John, the last question. I've had a ton of issues getting keyboards and desk accessories because they're out of stock literally everywhere. When it comes to switches, like the Novelty Cream switches, they're sold out most places. Can I expect them to come back in stock at any point in the near future? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're vendors are doing the best they can, I guess. You know, they're I can only assume that they're stocking things up as quickly as they can. And so, you know, the hope certainly is that, you know, they'll restock, you know, and continue to do so. So yeah, I'd say just keep looking, keep an eye on them. You know, they'll get them as quickly as they can. The problem is they just sell out so damn fast. So the best advice I can give you is join the mailing lists for all of these vendors. You know, Novel Keys, Dixie Mac, Prime Keyboards, who else? KBD Fans. Like, you know, anyone who's selling these things, pretty much join the mailing list for and see if you can get something, because you're in the same group as everyone else. Like, everyone else is trying to do the exact same thing right now, and so it's just a hunt. A little bit of a hunt. Yeah, that's kind of, I can't remember, John, did you say this was your first your first foray into the keyboarding world? Because if that's the case, we are a hobby that is a little bit different than most others. Similar to sneakers, supply far fewer than demand. And so because demand so far exceeds what supply there is, you gotta think of it like almost every component of the keyboard build. You gotta think of it like, oh, I copped this, right? I mean, just like a pair of sneakers. Like, oh, I got in. You know, I got a set of the switches. I got a set of the creams. Like, I'm hyped, right? I mean, yeah. So it's a struggle, but you know, that's kind of, for me personally, it's kind of enjoyable. Like, I don't look at keyboards like I do any other capitalistic, you know, medium, you know, whereas if I have the money, I should be able to get whatever I want immediately. Like there's no Amazon Prime of keyboards. that pretty much sums it up in its entirety. It's a lot like sneakers, and there's no Amazon Prime of keyboards. There is no 2-day shipping. There is no free Prime 2-day shipping with everything in stock at all times. Which kind of makes it more fun. You know, once you have something that, you know, is a hunt. Once you had to like not only hunt, it'd be like sneakers, but you need to get the shoelaces, you need to get the soles, and you need to get like the upper part all separately. Like so it's all over the place. Yo, what's up, Lange? How you doing, Lang? Good to see you, man. Is it pronounced Lang? Langlandia? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Yo, it's good to see you, man. Looking crispy. Yeah, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime. And yeah, Langlandia. Okay, good. That's what I thought it was, but I just wanted to make sure. Chat, you know, we got a famous Twitch streamer among us right now. Lang, good to see you, dude. But yeah, a fellow keyboard streamer. Lang is a great guy. Been on Top Clack a couple times. Streaming some keyboard builds. Always into something fun. Head on over to his Twitch page too and toss him a follow, guys. He's a great guy. All right, let me see here. You actually just caught us at the tail end of our stream tonight, Lang. We just finished building up this this beautiful little TMO50 build tonight. And so we're gonna find somebody to raid. Let's see here. Who is streaming right now? Let me read that. We got Mech Merlin. Oh, we got Heine Bush is on right now. Oh, Heine's building the TKL. Heine's building the one. All right, I'm watching the advertisement right now real quick, guys, just to make sure that I'm not sending you into a build that's almost done. Like, I don't want to send you into a stream if he's just about to stop. But, oh, no, we're good. His uptime is only 14 minutes. Oh, we're in there. We're raiding Heine tonight, guys. Normally I open that up to debate, but we're raiding Heine. We are raiding the Heine. Oh, we're raiding the Heine. Oh yeah. I need to watch the phrasing. Like, whoa, phrasing. Okay, there we go. There we go. Don't go anywhere, guys. All right, Heine is a fantastic designer. If you didn't check out his TKL 1 buy from this previous weekend, he's streaming right now his prototype. So I'm going to be hanging out and watching a bit of his stream as well, because I want to see this thing. I'm going to absolutely aim to get myself one of the TKLs that he's about to put into the market. And so yeah, real quick, I got time for another question or two. So I'm Bay Max. Did you make that name just for me? What are my thoughts on the Tina 60%? Why am I not the Tina 60%? Why am I not envisioning that? Tina, oh, and I can't type 60%. Why are you doing this to me? I need to get a keyboard with actual numbers on it. I think I've heard that board. Why am I'm only envisioning the Tifu though, or the Tifu, the Tofu. Tina 60. Oh yeah. The KBD fans. Yeah. That's totally good. Yeah. Go for that, man. It's yeah, that was like the meme back in the day when everyone would post like a Viper. They'd be like, oh, nice Tina. Anyways, we're good here. Thanks so much, guys. I'm about to time out on this. Is it about to raid? Boom. We're raiding.